Hello, everyone, and welcome to the HHW Show podcast presented by CMG Sports. You can follow us on hhwshow.com. You can follow us on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and if you are on the road and you want to listen to your device, by all means, subscribe to your favorite podcast platform. And once again, you can look at this example here, which is the HHW Show website. The last article we wrote is about the WWE Hall of Fame class of 2022, and you can search all the way down as we talk about not only but WWE, but also Northeast Wrestling, which I got so much to talk about. But first, let me go ahead and introduce my peoples here. Frank, Hector, thank you for joining me here on a lovely night, Tuesday night, March 29th. It is the WrestleMania prediction show. How you guys doing today?
Man, I'm stoked. I'm hyped.
Man, you don't even sound stoked to hype. Look at that. I'm stoked. I'm hyped. Come on, man. Where's that energy at? Come on.
It's been a long day, but we can finish it up on the right note there, baby. I'm just worried about the wind that's blowing outside my yard right now.
Oh, that right. Well, I know. Frank is there, and he's like, I can't wait, because he probably got some tricks in his sleeves to make his picks for WrestleMania. So I'm not gonna sleep on Frank because he always have something, some full of surprises there. So
yeah,
I'm not gonna mess with him today.
Earlier, he was messing with that window. I don't know if Veer's gonna come running through that window to surprise us.
I mean, he did say he's going to show up on Monday Night Raw the day after WrestleMania, but he may show up at his house tonight. So we'll see. But before we get to WrestleMania, I want to show you a clip of some pictures that I took when I was at Northeast Wrestling on Sunday. It was a wonderful event. The Hardy Boys was the main attraction. They went against Enzo and Big Cass. And I'll tell you more about it, but check out these pictures real quick. That's right. It was Northeast Wrestling, the main attraction. The Hardy Boys beat Kaz XL and Enzo, but on the show they changed the script, I guess, and it was almost like a WWE tradition. Enzo Amore, Big Cass came out with their regular tradition speech and everything else that got the crowd routed up, and then the Hardys came, but the Hardys came victorious. Now the big speech that Matt Hardy said was thank you to all the fans. It's almost like, and he said that this is more likely their farewell tour around to wrestle around independent because of the fact that they're about to hang it up. They're soon going to retire from wrestling. But as far as Enzo Amore and Big Cass, more than likely, I think the push is that they will be in AEW pretty soon. So stay tuned to that. Dan Moff retained his heavyweight belt by defeating Ron Zombie. However, he was assaulted by Mr. Northeast Wrestling himself, Brian Anthony. So that match is scheduled to happen next month. So stay tuned to that on northeastwrestling.com. The tag team champions, Waves and Curls, retained their titles by defeating Vernon and Thomas. Thanks to their manager, the trust fund there. When I kept messing up his name is Superclite. And I know I said Clit last time. That is the wrong name to say. It's Superclite. And he interfered, man. Interfered on his own peoples. And he mistakenly did that. And that's why the tag teams kept their titles. Then you had Hale Collins retain his belt over Chris Battle. Taya Valkyrie, she won her match, but I got to give props to Ashley D'Amboise because she was terrific. I would have thought that she would have won the match, but unfortunately, it did not happen. Toni Storm made an appearance. As you've seen, I have pictures with her. A great person to talk to. She's down to earth, very outspoken, and I hope to see her soon on television. Then John Morrison defeated JT Dunn what was so funny about this is that John Morrison came out as Johnny Drip Drip, sprayed everybody, and then JT Dunn took the gun away and he broke the gun. And then the fact that JT Dunn did that made John Morrison go to the back, grab another gun, and did the same thing, but gave it away to one of the audience.
Mm.
Um, and then this was supposed to be a triple threat match, but Flip Gordon was stuck in Mexico with the AAA Lucha Libre. So whatever happened on flight, he wasn't able to come on time. But Casey Navarro and Alec Price, they were awesome. High speed, flying everywhere. These guys got it made. I can't wait to see them again. But Casey Navarro did win the match. He is now 3-0 in Northeast Wrestling. Brett Ryan Gosselin, man, that dude, I thought he was going to be on the win streak, but unfortunately, that one win he had a week ago was worth for nothing because Juice Robinson, which I find out looking at some pictures, Juice Robinson is dating Tony Storm. So I was looking at some Instagram pictures and I seen him there. I was like, oh, damn. I just saw that. I met that guy. Anyways, Juice won and he juiced it up for everybody. That was actually the first match of the night. So, and then Wrecking Ball, well, he was wrecking the place. He was getting his, he was getting scuffed up a little bit, but Vargas, he is the Dominican guy, as a matter of fact. Never seen a big Dominican cat before one time I met Vargas. But Wrecking Ball went on the top ropes and slammed him in the air. And that was an easy 3 count for Wrecking Ball. He came out victorious. And that was it. And as we get set ready for WrestleMania, guys, all the attraction of the independent industry was by far fabulous. I'm subscribing to IWTV, watch some wonderful matches there. But the real deal is going to happen this weekend. So much wrestling going on. I mean, look, today NXT. We have AEW tomorrow. We have, let me see what's going on. What's going on Thursday anyway? Anything going on Thursday? Yeah, Impact Wrestling is happening. And then Friday, we have the start of WrestleMania SmackDown with the Hall of Fame. The Hall of Fame is taking place after SmackDown, and it's going to be live on Peacock. And we're going to be covering that of all the people that are listed to be in there. But once again, here we go. It is the Hard Hitting Wrestling Show, talking about the WrestleMania predictions. And let's start with Friday's matchup real quick because there are a lot of implications. Look, I am devastated that Ricochet not only lost back-to-back against these tag teams, okay, with Humberto and what's his name, Angel, right?
Yeah. Angel Garza.
But he also lost on Monday Night Raw against Austin Theory. Now, that match he lost, you would have thought that Ricochet would win because he's the champion. But now I'm not so sold as should he still be the Intercontinental Champion. So on this note, triple threat match. Who you got in this match, Hector?
I think Ricochet is going to come back and win this triple threat. I mean, I know the odds are against him, but when you talk about it's a title on the line, friendship goes out the window. I mean, we've seen that with Shawn Michaels when he super kicked Triple H in the beginning of a match in a triple threat with John Cena. So anything's possible. I think Ricochet will come out winning this match. It is, like you said, it is disappointing. He becomes champion and he can't seem to win a match. It's kind of weird.
Kind of weird indeed. Frank?
I got Ricochet on this. I think that Angel Garza and his cousin are gonna go against each other.
They get related now? Yeah. What background did you get on this one?
I was hoping.
I just confused.
Someone say that was his cousin. And he got his mother in it, and his father told me. Come on, man.
Hey, is that a stereotypical comment? That all Hispanics are cousins?
Yep.
I'm gonna zoom into you real quick. He said his cousin. Both of them got what? Different nationalities, or are they both Mexicans? That's why you call them cousins because they're both Mexicans.
So what? You said me and Ovi are cousins?
Yeah, you're both Puerto Ricans. Los primos.
Oh man. There you go, man.
You should have put them around them three on the kiss cam.
Oh, kiss cam.
You should have done that. Hey, you got Ricochet right in the middle, so.
Oh man, here we go. Hey, we're all three of us going for Ricochet, but I don't think he's gonna last long as the Intercontinental Champion. depending on what's going to happen after WrestleMania. But it won't surprise me if he loses the title the SmackDown after WrestleMania. But we'll see from there. I mean, but anything possible can happen, right? I mean, again, it's a triple threat match.
Yeah.
A lot could go there. Odds are that most likely Ricochet should be the winner. But let's move forward here. We have the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal will take center stage as a multitude of superstars step into the squared circle to collide for the honor of claiming this year's coveted trophy as part of WrestleMania SmackDown. Here's the list. We have Apollo Crews, Commander Aziz, Eric and Ivar of the Viking Raiders, Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin of the Hurt Business, the United States Champion Finn Balor, Damian Priest, Robert Roode, Jinder Mahal, Shanky, Art Truth, Manzor, Madcap Moss, Reggie, Drew Gulak, and Akira Tozawa. And nice about Akira Tozawa because he is now engaged with Tamina. So congratulations to him. Um, with all that, I'm gonna start with Frank on this one because he's a sneaky guy. Who do you have favorite here going into the Memorial Day weekend? Here we go. Let me post this picture up right there. Who is your favorite?
Going into Memorial Day weekend.
I mean, sorry,
Um,
the Memorial. Oh my God, my
We got a
bad. The
long, we got a
Memorial
long way.
Battle Royal.
Can we get through Easter first?
Oh man, these
oh
words are playing
boy,
tricky.
what's going on with that? Look, I think I have a toss up here between Finn Balor and Damian Priest. Um, I think Damian Priest might pull it off. So
Okay,
I'll go with Damian Priest here.
Damian Priest. Okay, what about you, Hector?
I can agree that I can see both of them being the last two or maybe in the final four. But I think Finn Balor will win this match. I think he'll outshine everybody.
Finn Balor. Wow, I like that. Man, this is a hard one, man. To be honest with you, but if anything, I was actually aiming for Damian Priest myself. I mean, I thought that was best fitting. Look, if Ricochet could lose while he has the title, I mean, Finn Balor doesn't even have to win or lose on this one, to be honest with
Yeah.
you. And I think it's best for Damian Priest to win. Unless Commander Aziz is able to handle his business, I'm still not a firm believer of the tag teams ever winning. But the biggest slide on this one, I want to say the biggest, how you say it, the Cinderella story, like we talk about March Madness. I think Robert Roode. No one's talking about him, but I think Robert Roode has the chance also. But
Mhm.
that's pretty. We'll see what's gonna happen. I mean, this might be a lengthy matchup. We'll see what's gonna happen there. I love it. But hey, more to follow on this. The Hall of Fame induction is gonna happen right after. We have the Undertaker. We have the Queen, which is Booker T's wife. All right.
Sharmella.
We have the Steiner brothers. Was a lot of people saying that they're surprised on this, but I'm glad that they made it. They well deserved. Then you have Vader. Okay. And the most intriguing thing about this is Shad um, Gaspard, who sadly passed away a couple of years ago, 2 years ago, as a matter of fact, during the pandemic, where he tried to save his son. Handed his son to the lifeguard, and then thereafter, he tried to maintain above water, and eventually the water got him. He was swept away, and 3 days later, they found him on the shoreline. So, again, our condolences to the family. But 2 years later, I mean, he is truly a warrior. He also was responsible in Coral Springs, Florida, an incident that happened, I think, at a gas station or at a convenience store where someone was trying to rob the place, and he actually apprehended them until the police got there. So there's a couple of things that he has done that was very heroic for him, from him. So congratulations. I'm just curious to see if JTG is going to be there to give a speech, and to see maybe his son or his family there to accept the award. I think that's going to be very emotional, an emotional Friday night.
Yeah, I think so too. It's gonna be an awesome night. I mean, you got some big names there. You got a tag team, and then of course, the iconic, Undertaker. So this is going to be an awesome night. It's good way to kick things off.
Absolutely. And then of course WrestleMania. I love this picture, man. I'm gonna keep doing it. But the main card, the main attraction right there, baby, is it's called Slapmania. Okay,
Yeah, yes, sir.
Slapmania in the house. Who you got in this match?
I think this is a tough one. I mean, I want to say I'm going to give the edge to Chris Rock on this one. I think his jokes can actually get to Will Smith as long as he can stay away from that right hand. I mean, it's a possibility that he can actually get him with one rib, just one rib,
Ooh, one rib,
one
one
rib.
rib. I'm gonna get you sucker movie, which
Yeah, I
is still
tell
a
you, boy.
classic, baby.
I think GI Jane's just gonna come in and just take over.
You know what that remind me of? Jericho when he was locked up, and he found a way to open up to unlock the cage.
You, but you got to be careful with this match because
Mhm.
Denzel Washington could be the wild
The guy
card.
from Training Day.
Yeah, because King Kong ain't got nothing on him, so he could be the wild card in this,
Yeah.
and he could
Mhm.
turn his back, and
Yeah, absolutely.
hey,
It could happen. Yes. All right, but hey, the real deal here. We got the Raw Tag Team Woman excuse me, the Raw Women's Championship, Becky Lynch and Bianca Belair is gonna happen Saturday. Your thoughts on this now that Bianca Belair is back? Who you got and why? And we'll start with you, Frank.
Look, just like I said last week, Bianca Belair is hungry. She wants to avenge her loss to Becky Lynch. I mean, she's gonna go ahead and come in and beat Becky. There's no other thing about this. She's pissed off and she's ready to go. She's
yeah, I
ready to
mean,
be champion.
I can see that. I mean, because you watch Monday Night Raw, she had that fire, right? She cut off some of her hair, so she's really getting under Becky Lynch's skin on this one. Um, and after looking at what happened last night, I'm going to change my pick on this one. I'm going with Becky Lynch. I think she's going to find a way of keeping that title, and just to prove a point that nobody can beat her for this title. I'm not saying that I like her, but I think she has those ways of trying to win, and I think it's just going to be better for me personally to see Bianca try to continue chasing this title. But I'm sorry, I just think Becky Lynch is going to win this match.
Okay, so Frank, you said Bianca Belair.
Yep.
Then we got Becky Lynch. I'm gonna go for Becky Lynch on this one because I'm going for a different aspect. Trish Stratus has been commenting since Lita lost to Becky Lynch about I can't believe you did that to my best friend. Everything that Becky Lynch has done, Trish Stratus has been commenting on social media on Twitter. So if you're not following her, again, she's been saying so much crap about Becky Lynch that I'm convinced that one, I thought that she was going to be at WrestleMania, but she did make her presence on WWE Toronto when WWE went up there. Um, I would not be surprised if Trish Stratus versus Becky Lynch is in the makings for WrestleMania Backlash. And that's why I think because Bianca Belair cut Becky Lynch's hair, I think she crossed the line. Was not to say that Bianca Belair gets her hair cut at WrestleMania while Becky Lynch probably knocks her out and actually wins the match. So I'm going for Becky Lynch on this. I did have Bianca Belair from the very beginning, but she had her moment last year or the year before. Yeah, it was last year. Excuse me. Um, I think now Becky Lynch is the one that's going to win, especially this is her comeback. Look what she has done coming out of pregnancy and getting back in shape, and she did what she had to do to be back on top. So, absolutely, Becky Lynch once again. I'm going for her. We have the tag teams going on: the Mysterios versus the Miz and Paul. Logan Paul, man, let me tell you, probably one of the least storyline people want to see, but it is what it is. What's your take, Frank?
I think the Mysterios are gonna lose. I mean, not really interested in the match. Think this is gonna be my break time. and think Logan Paul and The
Your
Miz will
break
win.
tie. I never heard
Yeah,
such a name of a break tie.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Just take a
Okay.
break. Yeah.
Take a break. All right. Fair enough. Is that when you're gonna go potty?
Yes, yes.
Probably drink
Go
up your
potty,
Crown
drink some
Royal
water.
once again. All
No,
right.
no, no,
Fair
no,
enough.
no. I'm staying away from that.
Mhm. Get you in
All
trouble.
right. All
Yes,
right,
it
Hector,
will.
what you got?
I have a funny feeling that Logan Paul and the Miz are going to win this match. I know they're getting under their skin. I know that the mask thing is really important to Rey Mysterio as a luchador. I get it. That makes sense. But I don't know, man. It's just it kind of makes me wonder if Logan Paul is gonna, or Paul Logan, whatever you want to call him, is gonna turn on the Miz because he didn't even help him. But I think that's just all a scam. I think they're gonna find a way to win in this match, and it's gonna be awesome.
Sorry to break it to you, but definitely the Mysterios are going to win. You don't take the mask. That's disrespectful. And the last time somebody took the mask of Ray ended up winning. Now, I'm not sold on Dominic Mysterio, but there's some hints about maybe Dominic Mysterio earning, uh, I guess, a mask. If they were to win, could he earn a mask at WrestleMania? I think that's probably the storyline there, because he's the only one in the family that's not wearing one. So why not that he comes out victorious and wins and earns the right to wear a Mysterio mask? So I'm going for definitely going for Mysterio on this one. Uh, Seth Rollins, or should I say Seth freaking Rollins, is going against an opponent to be named at WrestleMania by Vince McMahon. A lot of speculation that it could be Cody Rhodes, who is supposedly signed with WWE already. But then you have rumors on Twitter right now. Shane McMahon might end up coming and wrestle Seth freaking Rollins. That'll be hilarious. But what is your take on this? One, I'm gonna say whoever it is, Seth Rollins is going to win. But second, who will be his opponent, Frank?
I mean, look, when you look at everything that's been going on, I think it will be Cody Rhodes. And I think that if it's Cody Rhodes, Rollins will lose. If it's somebody else, Rollins will win. But I really think it's Cody Rhodes.
I don't know, man. I'm not so with Cody Rhodes winning. This is Seth freaking Rollins, man. The guy that
Okay,
really
but you're
steals the
looking at
show
Cody
in
Rhodes.
every WrestleMania.
Cody Rhodes would be the first wrestler to make the jump from AEW to WWE. Okay,
That's like saying Impact Wrestlers went on the Royal Rumble, and look, they didn't last long in the Royal Rumble.
that's fine. But that means, but they're signing Cody Rhodes, so Cody Rhodes is going to win this one. If it's Cody
Okay,
Rhodes, he's going to win. If it's somebody else, Rollins will win.
okay. Hector.
Look, Seth Rollins has a winning record at WrestleMania, so I don't see this actually being a something a tragedy if he loses. I think he's going to lose whoever it is. You know, I mean, he's so desperate to get here just to find out he could have just walked into McMahon's office and say, I wanted a match at WrestleMania. This is just too much. That he's focusing too much on being at WrestleMania. That how do you even prepare for somebody you don't even know? Granted, I get the person that he's facing, part it to me. No, I'm going to take that. I think the person that he's going to face knows that he's going to face Seth Rollins, so they have an advantage. Okay, to where they are already preparing themselves to scout this match out. He's going into this blind, and I don't think that's going to be an advantage for him, no matter who it is. So I got the mysterious person. And if it's Will Smith, it's over in 10 seconds. Give him a slap to the face, it's over with. Give him the Oscar.
I'm still gonna go with Seth freaking Rollins. Was it an Oscar or the Emmy? Or is it the same? All right, it doesn't matter.
It
The
doesn't
Rock was
matter.
saying it doesn't matter. It's like this match right here: Drew McIntyre versus Happy Gilmore. I mean, this match, this feud has been gone too long for a couple of months now, and it's time to end the chapter. Give it to me straight, Frank. Who you got?
Well, I could tell you that Happy Gilmore would not win. It's Happy Corbin will lose. I
Did I
think,
say Happy Gilmore?
yes.
Man,
Yes.
I hate that name. I'm not. I'm doing terrible, man. I'm terrible today.
He's looking for the hole in one. That's all it is.
I'm a offer. I'm a offer a lot of numbers right now.
Ofer Gopher. Have you seen your shadow?
Hey, it's still winter here, so I guess not.
Look, man, Drew
Man, I'm
McIntyre is gonna
killing it
beat
right now.
Corbin.
All right,
Yeah.
Hector.
Yeah, I got Drew McIntyre ending Happy Corbin's undefeated record as Happy Corbin. So I got Drew McIntyre.
Look, if Charlotte Flair can end Oscar, Drew McIntyre could do it for him too.
This
So
is boring.
yeah,
There's another great
absolutely.
match.
That's why it's a Saturday event, not a Sunday.
Yeah.
But you know what's gonna be hyped is this match right here. The Usos defend their SmackDown Tag Team Championships against Shinsuke Nakamura and Rick Boogs. So, my friend, Frank, who you got?
I'm not sold on Shinsei and Rick Boogs. I think the Usos are gonna win.
All right.
Yeah, I agree. I got the Usos winning this match. I don't think it's time for them to just give up those titles just yet. Not to this
All right.
team.
All right, guys. Man, we're agreeing too much here. So we're gonna stick with the Usos on this one. So thank you very much. One other thing that could happen, I hope it is the opener, and is this right here, the Kevin Owens show. All right. We got Stone Cold Steve Austin for the first time in I think in 14 years, who is going to potentially wrestle against Kevin Owens. Rumors speculating that he's doing some cardio to get in shape. I don't know how you get in shape in a short minute. He might be doing cardio with drinking more beer. All right. But just the other day, a week ago, Wednesday, he got into a car accident, and some chick posted it was like, not every time you get to an accident, you run into Stone Cold. But she lost the bumper. So that's her fault. But but here we go. Stone Cold Steve Austin, Kevin Owens. Not even to credit this as a match, man. Uh, but we all know, if you agree, give me a hell yeah, that Stone Cold Steve Austin is going to stun Kevin Owens.
Oh hell
Hell
yeah!
yeah.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. All right, we're moving on to Sundays. Or sorry, the main event of Saturday, which is Charlotte Flair versus Ronda Rousey for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Now, this feud started with winning the Royal Rumble of Ronda Rousey, coming in and chose Charlotte Flair over Becky Lynch. Now, I think she made the right decision, but it's costing Ronda Rousey some momentum going into WrestleMania. All right. So, Frank, who you got on this one?
Flair will tap out.
All right.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Yes.
Flair will tap out. What you got, Hector?
Yeah, I got Ronda winning, but this is not going to be an easy fight for her. You know, when her first tour, she was making everything look so easy. I think this is going to be the toughest fight she's ever been in, and she's already been seeing this week in and week out. She'll win this title, but it's not going to be the easiest thing for her right now. Seriously,
I don't
she,
know,
she
man.
she's got that ring rust. She got ring rust, but it just takes one arm bar and it's over with, or maybe an ankle lock.
Hmm. This
And
was
this
a
is tough
hard
one.
one.
This is tough. This is tough.
I'm gonna lean with Charlotte Flair in this one, man, because of all the accomplishments Charlotte Flair has done, I don't see why she should lose against her here. Honestly, she's made it known that she is tough. She's not afraid of Ronda Rousey. She's giving it to her, and I don't think she's shown everything to her what Flair could do. So I'm gonna leave it with Charlotte Flair.
I just think it's a setup for Charlotte to become a 14-time champion.
Is it already up to 14?
She's 13
'Cause
right now. I
the
think is
number's
the
been
count. Yeah,
people can't make up their mind what number it is, but all right, fair enough. We got this. All right, let's move on to Sunday with Edge versus AJ Styles. Now I know we're gonna flip the script real quick, and I know that Hector, you've been on point with this storyline. So, what is your take on this? Who you got and why?
I think AJ Styles is going to win this match. It's not going to be an easy fight for him, but I think we're going to see a whole different AJ Styles here. You know, something that we haven't seen in a long time, and I think this is just Edge setting him up for something bigger and better moving forward after WrestleMania for AJ Styles. To me, it's more AJ having to prove himself in this one than Edge. Edge is already as established Hall of Famer. You know, to me, he don't have much more to prove, but just to help maybe AJ Styles out here. So I think he's going to give him the upper hand here, and I think AJ Styles is going to open up a can of pit bull on him. Edge is going to have his ways. I get it, but you know this little dog is coming to a big dog fight, and he's going to win.
All right, Frank.
Hector said it right on the money. It's going to be AJ Styles.
All right. I pick AJ Styles. The fact that look, he's the one that got his ass whooped first. He haven't touched Edge yet. He wins. I mean, we could go back to 2019 Royal Rumble where he dislocated his shoulder, right after that spear. So, I'm surprised that didn't brought up or anything else like that. But yes, Edge has a new look. Well, let's see how far it goes. Hopefully, it doesn't drag to, Edge's wrestling matches usually is like Triple H, have a slow start and a strong finish. I just hope they get to a point on this one. All right. So we have the Fatal 4-Way Women's Tag Team Championship that's coming up. We have Queen Zelina and Carmella versus Naomi and Sasha Banks versus Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, and Natalia and Shayna Baszler. I love this. Let me lead this off by saying that Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan will become the new tag team champions.
Fair enough. I'm going to say that Sasha Banks is going to get her first WrestleMania win, and it's going to be in good fashion. And her and Naomi is going to be the new tag team champions.
All right.
I agree with that one. Sasha Banks and Naomi. I am completely discarding freaking Natalia and her partner and Baszler and Carmella and Zelina. They're gonna be gone. So,
for one, they haven't really defended the titles. I mean, but I think that no, in my opinion, I think Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan has never won a title before. This is the one that she could at least brag on, say, "Hey, I got it."
Well, maybe she'll win it at another time, but not that night.
Okay, it'll happen. It's gonna happen.
I mean, Sasha Banks is, a headliner, and for her to always fall short at the big stage, it's something. It got to end sooner or later, and I think that night is going to be the night.
But look at it that she took a lot of time off. If you look at all four tag teams here, the most active participants out of this group is Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan. They're always every week performing and wrestling. This is the why I choose them. And the storyline with Liv Morgan, she's never won a title. She's came close against Becky Lynch, but that was it. You know what I mean? And never got opportunity with Charlotte Flair either.
I mean,
she did, but it didn't last long.
Ripley was.
What about fair?
Ripley
you know what's not fair? Hold on. You know what's not fair is the tag team champions that don't defend it all the time. That's not fair. So what value do we have for these tag team titles?
Well, there is none.
That's what I'm saying.
There's tag teams that haven't really been a tag team here. I mean, when you look
at
all four participants,
that's why Ripley and Morgan could be the ones to change that around.
I don't know.
I'm not sold on Rhea Ripley. Becoming tag team champion, losing the titles, then turns on, and then her partner turns on her. Now she picks up another partner to try to become tag team champion again. I'm not sold on that. I like more Naomi and Banks in this match because these two, it's like on opposite ends of the spectrum between these two, and I think more with Naomi, feeling the glow again. So
they're feeling the glow again, but you can never trust Sasha Banks because you're only gonna wait until she backstabbed Naomi. And as far as Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan, they're dressing alike, they're doing things alike, they're in sync, and they together on this. I like it a lot.
They can stay on.
I like that. Yeah, exactly. Why not?
They can stay
Perfect
on
place to
Raw
do it.
and just love on each other all they want on Raw.
You know who's gonna love on Raw? Well, not really, but Austin Theory loves Raw because he's always taking selfies. But he's going against Pat McAfee. Pat McAfee. But let's start all over here. Vince McMahon invited an opportunity, a dream come true for McAfee to compete in WrestleMania. His chosen opponent is and was Austin Theory. Theory has taken things to an extreme that is getting under McAfee's skin. So you're also looking at Austin Theory, who actually defeated the Intercontinental Champion. Who you got on this one, Hector?
I got Austin Theory. I didn't have to skip a beat or take a breath on this one. I think McMahon chose him for a reason, and I think this is going to be a legit reason. Pat McCaffrey's great, but it's not all about him and being in the ring. You know, Austin Theory needs this win, and I think he's going to get this win to propel him forward, you know, after the United States title, maybe the Intercontinental title, you know. So, and he's already proven that he could beat, you know, the Intercontinental champion fair and square, and he'll take selfies with that title one day. So I got Austin Theory.
All right. I like it. I like it a lot. Go
I
ahead,
got
Frank.
I got Pat McAfee.
Of course you do.
Of course I do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take Pat McAfee on this one. Okay,
All
the
right.
guy is freaking pissed off. The guy wants to beat the crap out of Austin's Theory. Okay, he's gonna get him. He's gonna put him on his ass, one way, shape, or form.
All right. Fair enough. I'm taking another route on this one. I like it how Vince McMahon is taking Austin Theory under his wing, but eventually after WrestleMania, he's probably gonna let him go, move over to SmackDown, and then he's gonna take the ride and become the next Intercontinental Champion. He deserves it. And I said it this from when he first started with NXT. As soon as I seen this guy on TV, I said, "Oh shit, this is another John Cena." And
Yeah.
so far, I'm predicting it correct. Since I started this podcast, he started coming on board on NXT, and I said, "This guy's the next John Cena," and I see it. He's been put in positions. He's a heel. Watch him turn as a baby face, and the fans will be on his side. I like it. And he got the charisma, he got the attitude, and he has the body, man. I mean, look, I mean, this guy's diesel. I mean, this guy's ripping. This is the guy you want. Honestly, I do. He's the next era. But hey, you know who's the opposite of Austin Theory? Sami Zayn, baby, because everything's a conspiracy, and now he has to deal with Johnny Knoxville. And I believe this match is anything goes match, right?
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
So, so this went out of hand when old Johnny interfered with Sami Zayn and lost the title to Ricochet. And ever since then, these guys been going after each other in Hollywood. I mean, Johnny actually gave the phone number out on social media, and everybody's calling Sami Zayn. That is crazy. His phone was blowing up. I think he changed carriers because his phone was about to explode. But I'm taking Sami Zayn on this one.
Yeah, I got Sami Zayn. I don't care if it's all, you know, no holds barred. Johnny Knoxville has no reason to be in this ring. I mean, just besides just being a jackass, pretty much.
You know, I don't agree with you guys. How does that not surprise you guys, right? You know, but I think I think Johnny Knoxville's gonna take this one. I just think Sami Zayn's gonna scream conspiracy. You know, when he loses, and it just keeps on going. He's gonna lose.
The only way Sami Zayn's gonna lose if Johnny gets help. If his crew shows up, the jackass crew, right? Because anything
Hey,
goes.
a win's a win. Exactly, anything goes.
Oh
So
man,
you
now
can
you
do
got me
whatever you
double thinking
want.
again. You got me double thinking again.
No, you better you put it on there.
I
Make
didn't.
me
I
look
didn't.
there.
We didn't. I did not move on to the next subject here. Okay.
All right, so the next match will be RK Bros and the Street Profits
This guy's
against Alpha
suspect, yo.
Academy.
What are you talking about?
We
We're
just moved
still on the
on.
same topic.
What are you talking
Just-
about? We just moved
you
on
know
to
what,
Arcade
Frank?
Bros.
Just for you, I'll move
Bye.
on. Just for you, I'll move on. There you go. That
You
is the
see
next
how?
one. All right, all right.
Shoosh.
Whatever.
Shoosh.
Oh man. The Raw Tag Team Championship consists of RK Bro, the Street Profits, and Alpha Academy. This is a triple threat match for the title. All right. The Alpha Academy earned the right to at least try to get their titles back for a rematch, but the Street Profits look like they're trying to turn heel as they went ahead and tried to attack RK Bros, but backfired because both of them got double RKO'd in the middle of the ring on Monday Night Raw. But what you didn't see was the Alpha Academy. So whatever it is, I'm picking the RK Bros to retain the Raw Tag Team Championships.
Yeah, I think we'll just dish out a whole bunch of RKOs for everybody out there, and I think they'll retain their titles and just move on.
All right.
Yeah, Arcade Bros are not losing the title.
Fair enough. I like it. One of my favorites that's coming up will be Bobby Lashley and Omos. Bobby, look, it took him not so long. He's recovered from his shoulder injury, and now he is back. I got Bobby Lashley defeating Omos. This is gonna give me flashbacks of WrestleMania 3 when Hulk Hogan slammed Andre the Giant. I expect Bobby Lashley to pick him up, slam him so hard, but I don't think the ring's gonna break because that's not the main event. So I got Bobby Lashley winning.
Yeah, you're right. I totally see the same thing with WrestleMania 3. Hogan, Andre, all over again between these two. But I'm going the opposite spectrum. I think Omos is going to beat him. Um, I know Bobby's is going to have a difficult time trying to get him on the ground, and I think he's going to. He's going to, disarray him for a little bit. But once you get the Giant going, I think he's going to continue this winning streak and take down Bobby Lashley.
No, man. No, I can't believe you just said that. Frank,
Believe
come
it.
on, man. Who you gonna believe? Me or him?
Can I
Frank?
just say it's going to be even?
Nope.
Um,
Absolutely
this is
not.
a rough and tough one. You have the almighty Bobby Lashley going against this mammoth of a man of Omos. All right. I mean, I don't think almost,
Seriously,
and I'm
Frank.
call him
Seriously.
almost. Okay,
Come
instead
on,
of
man.
almost,
Come on.
you
He's
know,
overthinking this.
I,
He's overthinking it. This guy had to
I
say their
think
names
Bobby
again.
Lashley's going to take this. Yeah, I think
You
Bobby
did
Lashley's
all
going to take.
that. You did all
I
that
had to
just to
think
say that.
twice. Yeah, yeah. Hey,
Ah,
listen,
Frank.
Bobby Lashley took this man off his feet. Did you not see that?
Oh, I saw it,
Yeah.
and he's going to do it
Yeah.
again. I'm
He's
not
gonna
going
do it
to
again.
I'm not going to disagree with that. Omos is going to fall about 2 or 3 times in this match. I'm not taking nothing away from that. He's going to get
Dude.
slammed. He might even get clotheslined over the top rope for all I know. But at the end of it, Omos is going to take that size. I don't know what
Bobby
big his hand is
Lashley's
like this.
veins. Bobby Lashley's veins are gonna pop out the way he's gonna slam him on that mat.
And his veins are going to pop out the way he's going to get choked by Omos.
No, he ain't getting choked.
Okay.
Did you? He did nothing to Bobby Lashley. Nothing. He just upset him even more.
Yeah, okay.
Look, man, if Bobby Lashley can handle Brock Lesnar, he gonna handle Omos.
Oh, come on. Let's not go there. He could not handle Brock Lesnar because if it wasn't for a certain someone, Bobby Lashley wouldn't have won that match.
Oh my God,
So
we
let's
wouldn't
not
even
even
know
go there.
anything because he never.
A win's a
really
win. It
matched
doesn't
him
matter
up
how
on
you
television.
win.
Brock, no, he can't handle Brock. He's not going to be able to beat Omos this time around. I'm sorry.
He's going to beat him.
Nah.
All right, so
Yeah.
here's the main event coming up right quick. Here it is. Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns for the Unification Championship match. Now, Lesnar earned the spot to main event WrestleMania by winning the Royal Rumble. He chose Roman Reigns. This led to Reigns interfering Lesnar's match against Bobby Lashley. Then Lesnar regained the title by winning the Elimination Chamber. Now, Both champions will square off in a unification match. Now, in between of all that, of course, there was many obstacles. We could talk about Paul Heyman. We could talk about so much leading in to WrestleMania, in which I'm surprised none of them two crossed each other's lane on Monday Night Raw. Both of them had their own promo and left it just like that. Maybe because they already had the highlights, they didn't want to edit more for WrestleMania. But I tell you what, this is the match I've been waiting for the longest time. Since Brock Lesnar returned, I've been waiting for this. And I know we've seen so many matches, but there's no match like this built up for WrestleMania between these two guys. So I'm going to tell you right now, and I'm going to ask you, who you going for? Hector?
I got Roman Reigns.
Frank?
Roman Reigns.
God damn it. I've been having Roman Reigns, man. And here's the deal why. If you pay attention to the promo, okay, Brock Lesnar got nothing to lose. He knows it. He's out there. He'll challenge anybody. And he knows that he got backstabbed with Paul Heyman, okay? I got a feeling that Brock Lesnar will definitely put his hand on Paul Heyman. However, it's not going to change the fact that what Roman Reigns said was he is eager, he is serious, he's just business real quick. He is after Brock Lesnar because he's never beaten Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. As a matter of fact, neither one of them has beaten each other because the only person that interfered was Seth Rollins when he cashed in the Money in the Bank briefcase and took the title. Okay? So, Roman Reigns is serious. He is upset. He is focused. And he's not joking around. And when you get a guy that's focused and not joking around and he has his attention span there, I'm telling you, this guy is going to make it happen. That's why they call him the needle mover. That's why he's the head of the table. And I'm sorry. This guy is going to be 4 digits and still be the Universal Champion. And who knows how this unification is going to be after WrestleMania. But I am not going to underestimate either one of them. But if you pay attention to the storyline, it's gearing and citing for Roman Reigns to win. I mean, look, this guy's been doing it all the time. Now, if Brock Lesnar was to win, is he going to stay in WWE and wrestle every single week? I don't think so. And the fact is, Brock Lesnar really doesn't carry out himself every week. We're not going to see the same old Brock Lesnar because eventually it's going to get dried. It's going to get boring. Roman Reigns is your winner. Guaranteed.
Okay.
Anyone want to add that to it, or did I say it all?
Hey, I think it is done. It's said and done. You know, I mean, Roman Reigns to me is the modern day Bruno Sammartino. This guy is not going to lose this title anytime soon. And by beating Brock Lesnar, it's just going to add another name to the WWE roster of people that he has beaten in the last 500 something days already. Oh, man, you know what I'm saying?
576 plus days.
Exactly. And, you know, we could say he's done beating everybody that's been put in his way. Okay? I mean, Drew McIntyre. I mean, Big E. People who were champions, he's beating them. I mean, this to me does not favor Brock Lesnar. Even with Paul Heyman on that side over there. I mean, Roman Reigns said, I took your advocate and made him a wise man. Mm-hmm. I mean, come on, man. And I think that's why the Usos are going to retain their titles, because their head of the table, their tribal chief, is going to retain their titles, and the bloodline is going to continue moving forward with those titles on SmackDown. But I do feel like the title's still going to go back on Raw, though. I do not see Roman Reigns holding both titles. I don't see them unifying both those titles to become one. I still think there's going to be a champion on Raw. Whether he gives it up.
Right, exactly. They're going to unify it. Maybe split them up. Maybe there's this new belt that's coming out. I don't know. There's a reason why they're doing this.
What if he decides to keep the WWE title and throw the Universal title to the Raw. I mean, he could do that if he wants to.
Yeah, I
I
guess
mean,
he could do whatever he wants to do because he's the tribal chief.
yeah.
I mean,
I
look, if you
acknowledge
look
him.
at some of his promos to where he didn't want the crown, he don't need the crown. He defeated the king. He don't need it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I guess that's one of the areas I'm a little bit confused about. Actually, I really am because I don't know what direction they're gonna do once those belts are unified. Nothing's been said. There's a lot of speculations, but I don't want to hear speculation. I don't want to hear rumors. I want to know the facts. And the facts is that when I watch Monday Night Raw after WrestleMania or after Backlash, because it could take that long, right? Because the show could still continue without those belts. To be honest with you, we've seen it done already when Brock Lesnar was champion and then he will disappear. We don't need it. So
So if they unify the titles, does that mean holds hostage to the titles, and now Raw is void of a title, and make everybody on Raw fight to become a number one contender, and then Roman is bouncing back and forth to where he is the tribal chief of both shows instead of one?
well, he did say that they begged him to go to SmackDown, right? Because he already was number one on Raw. They needed him on SmackDown. So is that a hint that he's gonna go back and forth? You're right. There's a lot of questions unanswered that we're waiting to see what's gonna happen after WrestleMania weekend. So
I think it'd be awesome because now if he unifies it and owns SmackDown, now let's go ahead and try to conquer Raw because now you got Omos over there, you got Bobby Lashley, okay. Kevin Owens is not a threat, so he already beat Seth Rollins. Brock Lesnar is going to probably disappear. Now let the tribal chief go after some new blood.
could we
Let
see
Raw
AJ Styles
acknowledge it.
versus Roman Reigns?
Yes.
Could we see
AJ
Bobby
Styles.
Lashley versus Roman Reigns?
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm
Could we?
saying.
Look, two key matches to pay attention to: Edge versus AJ Styles. That one could be a clincher. And as much as we make fun of this storyline, Drew McIntyre and Happy Corbin, that match too, because the winner of those two matches are potentially be the next ones to be the number one contenders for those two brands. Just want you to pay attention to that. Now they could make it to where Monday Night Raw is like, look, now we got the champion. Now we're just gonna have a fatal six way or a Royal Rumble or something like that to get ready for Backlash, right? Which is a month after. Anything can happen, right? But I think that those two matches are very, very important going on forward after WrestleMania.
Yeah, I mean, and I honestly think if they're pushing Omos to be this colossal giant who's taking out everybody, there could be a possible path that him and Roman Reigns might face each other somewhere down the line of the end of the year or maybe next year if this continues that they both stay undefeated. I'm just saying,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a possible. What if they I don't know, I'm just throwing this out there. What if they decide to give the giant a title and he starts ripping through everything? And the only thing that's stopping him is the tribal chief for total domination. Because both of them right now are dominating their opponents, everybody. More so Roman Reigns, because he's been in this much longer. But I mean, if we got the modern day Andre the Giant now on Raw, I mean, who's to say that they have a future down the line colliding with each other? And now we're sitting here maybe 6 months out to a year talking about who's the true man of the WWE between these these guys.
I'm gonna still say Roman Reigns because you gotta. What does Ric Flair say? In order to beat the man,
Yeah,
You
yeah.
gotta beat him
in
up.
order to beat the man, you gotta beat the man, and the man is Roman Reigns.
Right now it is. Yeah, right
Yep,
now it is.
absolutely. Wow, we got all that stuff down packed in less than an hour, man. Congratulations. I like it.
Beautiful, beautiful.
That's beautiful, beautiful. But hey, what'd be more beautiful is when we start talking about the Divas Championship, the HHW Show Divas Championship that's coming up after WrestleMania. All right, we're gonna have our brackets. It's going to be sweet. That's right, because it's all about what we there's no really no standards. Like we're just choosing who and we're backing it up. So
Back in the
I
day,
can't
it was
wait.
about the puppies.
about the puppies. We're just gonna like end it right there, and we'll wait for next week, right?
The puppies.
Uh, but hey, we'll be live on Sunday before the day 2 of WrestleMania. Uh, to recap what happened on WrestleMania on day 1, and to continue on the talks about what's gonna happen in the remainder of WrestleMania. I can't wait. So we will be like the pre-show, and definitely we're gonna tune in to the aftermath of WrestleMania, and get our insights of the whole entire WrestleMania with just the post reaction as we normally do. And then we'll dive into Tuesday with the Divas Championship all the way for WrestleMania Backlash. And yeah, I think after that, man, we'll take a little break because that's what we do after WrestleMania. Take a break, look at everything, and we'll come on back stronger than ever. I mean, look, man, time went by fast.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yes.
crazy. Already WrestleMania. I mean, I feel like there's just so many sports going on in this month in the last couple of weeks and leading into April. I mean, it's fantastic. NBA playoffs, NFL drama, NBA about to start kicking gear.
March
You all right?
Madness, the Final
March
Four.
Madness, Duke versus North Carolina, and now you got, WrestleMania to top it off. I mean, this is great. Great
Mm-hmm.
sports talk, great sports entertainment. And you know what? I'm so happy to share it with you guys, Hector and Frank. Thank you so much. And thank you all for listening to the HHW Show podcast. Thank you. Our numbers are going up because of you, because you guys are sharing it and everything else. So thank you very much. We're over 400 subscribers. Once again, we're doing it out of love. We're doing it because we love the sports entertainment. So once again, thank you for watching. Tune in next week. Tune in this weekend. Follow us. And if you miss it, you can follow us on hhwshow.com. Thank you. Have a great night, everyone.